When Dr. White discusses the Trinity, he does a conscientious job of trying to explain something that really cannot be explained. Once you say that the Father is Yahweh, and you go on to say that Jesus is Yahweh, you're talking about two Yahwehs. That's our common language. This is a chair, and that's a chair. Doesn't make one chair. So at the moment somebody says Jesus is Yahweh, or Jesus is God, he's implying two gods or two Yahwehs, certainly two Yahwehs, because 1 plus 1 makes 2. It will not make 1. And Dr. White is very careful to explain this for us on page 27 of his Forgotten Trinity book. He says we must not muddle up the X's and the Y's, the who's and the what's. We can say 3 who's is equal to 1 y, but we must not say 3 x's is equal to 1 x. However, since the Trinity itself is a contradictory principle, a contradictory theory, he is unable to avoid his own trap when we get to page 132 in the very same book. And I recommend this book if you want to try to understand how some Christians work out a Trinitarian dogma. This is a very thorough discussion. But on page 132, he's talking to Jehovah's Witnesses and explaining how he deals with them. And he says this: I assume that you would agree with me, he says to a Jehovah's Witness. There's only one true God, Yahweh. And they'll say yes. Or as you pronounce it, Jehovah. It's the same thing, Yahweh, Jehovah. And he says then that Yahweh refers to all three together. The triune God is Yahweh. Then he says, we can agree, I assume, that the Father is identified as Yahweh, Jehovah. But I believe the Bible identifies Jesus as Yahweh as well. Now there we have the contradiction. We now have the triune Yahweh, all three together, and we have each member of that Trinity being called Yahweh too. That's 3 x's and 1 x. It won't work. He's equivocating, to use the technical term. He's varying the meaning of Yahweh without telling us. And so he has 3 x's is 1 x. Unless he's going to turn around and say Yahweh means this when I say an x, and Yahweh means something else when I mean a y. But he'll have to unpack all of that for us to make himself clear. Otherwise, this is sheer contradiction. 1 plus 1 will not make 1, ever.